Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's your boy Tim and Cernoch. We are live, and we have a special guest, Santa Claus, because y'all know I believe more in Santa Claus than I do dinosaurs. Ronnie Hart is in the building. So, yeah, we're live, and it looks like I'm in the craziest spot. Y'all got the nice little Tank got the clothes racks behind him. Ronnie got the Coke signs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are here. We are going to be talking about our little adventure in Pennsylvania. So Tommy's not here right now, but Tommy was with us too. We went up to Mr. Bazelot's warehouse and picked through 400 boxes of clothes. So we all came from different states, which was kind of crazy, and we all met up there. It was a dope time. You know what I'm saying? Definitely fortunate to kick it with these gentlemen for a whole day. So let me say what's up to a few people that are in here already. My man Louis was the first one in the building today. What's going on, Louis? Tracy is here, fresh off of her show last night. We all know about that. Fun times. My man Tim, Glock 30 fan, is in the building. What's going on, Tim? How you doing, brother? Laura Bemos, thank you for joining us, Laura. And then OBX Picker. So we're gonna do our best to get out of here by 8 o'clock. So that's when OBX Pickers live goes on. Did either one of you guys see his video of the sports store closing haul that he got?
I haven't watched it yet.
I sent you the link, bruh. It is insane. He literally got a box of starter jackets with tags on them. Like, it's insane, dude. I mean, the Lakers, Georgetown, USC, Charlotte Hornets. I mean, it was bananas. Like, and then not even to mention the like crucial old school Converse Jones that he got too out of the whole deal. And that was just like little bits and pieces of like the whole thing he got. He got all types of stuff. It was insane. So I definitely recommend everybody watching that video. Sharon is in the building. How you doing, Sharon? Rosie, thank you for joining us as always. The homie Calvin is in the mix. Calvin, man, I know Calvin hit me and Cernoch up the other day. He had all these another load of insane hats.
I might have to pass the crown of hat god to him.
I mean, I'm like, I just gotta go get to the fields. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get to the field of dreams. That's where all the gold is at. Apparently, it's crazy. Nikki T is in the building. How you doing, Nikki? They just got back from a wild camping trip, and we have Lisa and Rob. Thank you. You need to know who to subscribe to. Subscribe to them both. Everybody's links to their channels is in the description of this video. Georgetown, where they forget from? I forget. What you mean, Tim? They from DC. But I ain't a Georgetown fan. I'm a Maryland basketball fan for real. I grew up watching the Terps. You know what I'm saying? Len Bias. He's a beast. Rest in peace. All right. So basically what happened was, you know, Tommy set up this whole arrangement thing with Mr. Bazelot. Mr. Bazelot bought a huge tractor trailer of clothes from an estate sale company and not knowing what was in them. So, you know, all of us were in the same boat. We went into this whole situation blind. And, you know, like for a second there, I was just like, I know, you know, I don't know if I'm ready to go do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a trip. I don't know what's in the boxes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much I'm going to have to pay. But in the end, it ended up being a really dope time. Got to kick it with some cool people. You know what I'm saying? I picked up some dope gems. I ain't spending that much money. Shout out to Mr. Bazelot. He was a great host. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't ask, you know what I'm saying? He hooked us up with, you know, good prices and food. And, you know what I'm saying? The spot was all ready for us and everything. It had shade, fans, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mr. Bazelot. You know, he definitely took care of us, and I appreciate that. So everybody, the boxes were pretty much, I think we're all in agreement in saying it was like 95% women's clothes.
Yeah, right? Pretty much. Yeah.
So this is the thing too, is that like I've kind of been jumping in head first into this whole sports card and memorabilia like side thing that I'm starting. And so like I kind of had a bunch of money tied up already. Otherwise, I probably would have bought a lot more of the vintage women's clothes, because the other thing is too is that I don't necessarily have the amount of space right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm operating out of like 5 different places. I got my house in DC, Josie's house, my mom's house where I'm at now, and then I got my storage unit, which is only a 10 by 15. So for me, it was just kind of like the timing wasn't right, but there was definitely a lot of really old school vintage women's clothes. I'm not hating on women's clothes. Trust me.
No.
Not hating on women's clothes. It's because look, because this is the thing too, is like for me dealing in vintage and antiques and collectibles already, I already have an idea of like, you know, that sort of realm of clothes just off of the eye, off of looking at it. Like I could tell if it's a dress that Jackie Kennedy would have been rocking, you know what I'm saying? Like I know those things. So it's like, there was definitely some like interesting stuff there. But I mean, at the same time also, you know, there are some brands there that I don't know nothing about, but you know what I'm saying? Like Tommy, you know, Cernoch knew, like, you know, Ronnie for sure, because you know, I'm sitting here like thinking I'm naming like mobster names and stuff. I'm just like, you know, like I could barely say these names of some of this stuff. You know, I know Brioni because, you know, Roddy, you know, put me on to the Brioni. I'll never forget that first Brioni shirt I sold. I was like, I had to give Roddy a shout out in the video. But yeah, so there was definitely like an assortment of things. And you could tell that all this stuff had been, you know, it felt and smelled and looked like it had came fresh out of Granny's closet from like 60 years ago, and it was in a box. Like the boxes smelled like they was vacuum sealed, because I can still smell the grandma's perfume on some of them jokes. You know what I'm saying? But it was really interesting, and it kind of opens up your eyes to everything that's out there. You know what I'm saying? And there's always somebody looking for something. So that's the way I try to look at it for sure. Ashley, what's going on? How you doing? Who else came in? Lainey, all the way from across the pond. Thank you for joining us. And everybody's favorite guy in the world, David M. the Car Boot Picker, is also here. And then Andy, the other hat man, he sent me some pictures today. He was at some yard sales, I guess, or estate sales, and the glass, I mean, there was so much glass, and he got a lot of dope pieces for dirt cheap. That's the thing, man. I don't know where y'all be finding these sales, man, but they do not have those here where I live. They're just dope. That, and it'd be like yard sales on a Friday. I ain't never been to a yard sale on a Friday before, ever. So, but yeah, no worries, Andy. I'm always here to help. And then Steve, I don't know if y'all seen Steve's Instagram post today, but my man was at an audition for a Calvin Klein ad back in like the 90s, right, looking like a real supermodel out there. Steve, I see you, bro. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I've listed one thing that I've gotten so far. How much have y'all listed anything that y'all got?
I've drafted a lot of stuff, but I've drafted most of it, other than the stuff that I brought to the cleaners, because it was just stuff that I was looking at, and I'm like, I got to bring this to the cleaners. And our cleaners is like fairly reasonable. I must have dropped off 20 pieces, including the big long coat.
The Burberry?
$50? No, I didn't even bring, I brought one. One had spots all over. I put shit in the boxes, and I never went to look back at what I picked. Like, I just forgot. And then he was like, gave me a total, and I just thought in my head, like, fuck it. Okay.
That's pretty.
Because I did the math. You know, I spent. What the fuck did I spend? I think I spent $2,500, and I got somewhere around like 80 to 85 pieces, I think. Because a few pieces I just chucked because I was just like, I just missed things. But I think there's somewhere listed value that I listed so far is between like 12 and 13. Nice. But, you run a sale, you take a best offer.
Yeah, all that changes.
Another $500 for 6 hours of driving, gas, hotel stay, you know, George Washington toll for the bridge. $10 for that bridge. I'm like, yo, what happened?
Dang!
18, 14. It's not cheap. It's like a $20 bill for that bridge.
That's wild.
I was like, I didn't want to go over this bridge. What happened here? I thought it was going by the Verrazano. Not the Verrazano.
And
I forgot what bridge it is. They are.
And the other thing is too is like I feel like I probably would have spent a little bit. I took out a lot of stuff right before I checked out, and now after knowing everything I known, I was prepared to buy more, spend more. So I probably would have gotten a little bit more things. Plus, I think there's a lot of shirts that I had that I threw into Cernoch's box. Because at one point, Cernoch and I was just like, all right, we're gonna make our own box. This is like probably like an hour and a half into the boxes. So for those of you that don't know, we were literally digging through boxes. I'd say from like what 10. It was probably like 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning till like what 6 o'clock at night.
Yep. Yeah.
I gave up at 4, I think. I was like, yo, I'm tired of freaking looking at boxes.
Yeah,
Tommy was moving so slow going through boxes. But the dude, he was finding better shit than I was. And I was going through double as many boxes as he was. He's like, oh, you want this? You want this? He gave me half of what I had, probably. I was like, I'll take whatever. You know, it was like, if I knew something was more up your guys' alley, I was just chucking it your guys' way. I was just like, you know, you guys did this.
Bringing stuff over to you.
Yeah, it just made sense to do it that way, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll share. You guys share.
And I mean, that was in reality, that was like, you know, another dope part about it, because, you know, like if you would have, if it kind of is almost like I only been to the bins once, right? And it wasn't bins, they were these life-size boxes, and people cut holes at the bottom of the box and stick their arms through and pull stuff out of. It was mad.
Like a glory hole or something.
it was mad hood, dog. I mean, like people were like teeter-tottering over the edge of the boxes, like trying to get stuff out of it. Like there was not a bin anywhere at the bins. It was just ginormous sized boxes, and I'm like trying to look through the box of glass, and I'm just like, this is dangerous. Like, not even, I mean, I don't mind dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Like, I come from the streets, but dangerous. Like, this was crazy. Like, you know, cutting arteries in or something like that at the bins or the boxes, as I like to call them. But like, you know, people, you know, you get into a situation like that, and it's gonna be like a you know, a battle royale. But like with us, like we was all cool, and we knew what we were kind of into and what we were looking for. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like there's a couple of pieces that I grabbed that were like outside of my comfort zone, you know, just to kind of like, just to make it feel like I came back with something a little bit different, you know. And it's eventually too, like for a long period of the time, we was in the Cernoch and I were at the end of the table, like there's nothing coming for us out of these boxes that we were like, oh man, this is a dope single stitch tee. You know what I'm saying? Like it took like 50 boxes before we found the first one.
Right?
And then
I thought there would have been a lot more vintage like men's stuff, like tees or just stuff like that, or even Ralph Lauren, just because of being New York City. Ralph Lauren was big in the 90s and 80s in New York City. I think there would be a lot more like suits and shit like that, because, you know, when I go to someone's estate sale here, almost every closet got a shitload of suits.
Yeah.
If I see somebody with 20, 30 suits in their closet and they don't mention anything about clothing in an estate sale, most likely I'm going to show up, because nobody's paying attention to that, you know. And if you got 30 suits or something like that, I'm thinking you probably spent a little bit of decent money, maybe, especially here, because some of the houses, you know, you can check the addresses and say, oh shit, it's a $2 million neighborhood or something, you know. They probably got some freaking money. Then
that's how the women's stuff was. The women's stuff was like you just pull out, looked like they just dumped the whole closet in there. But the men's stuff was just like a lot. Man, I'll tell you what, a lot of it was just trash too. Like probably the first t-shirts we found, it was just all just trash, dirty. Like beyond repair. Like I can repair some stuff, I can clean some stuff, but it was like, whoa, I'm not.
I still picked up a few pieces that were like that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm going to try, and if I don't succeed, I'm just going to put in the description distressed or thrashed, as the youngsters like to say. You know what I'm saying? So, Ronnie, you say you took a bunch of stuff to the cleaners. When you get stuff like that, either from like an estate sale or wherever you find it, thrift store, and it has something that you feel like it needs to be cleaned, do you typically always take it to the cleaners, or do you do any cleaning yourself to try and get that stuff out?
For me, like a suit or a sport coat, it's easier for me to drop it off at the cleaners just because it's like $7. Mm-hmm. I think one of the, like I said, a long coat. It's by a English. It was made in England. I tried to do research on it, and what I could see, it was like a really good tailor. There's an area of England called Savile Row. It's like a street, and there's like some of the top men's tailor for like suits and stuff like that, and it's all made to order. You go in there, you spend $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 on a suit, but it's very hit or miss. Like there's brands that are real famous, like Harry Poole or Anderson Shepherd, but then there's this one that I found. I couldn't find shit on it. I could see the store where the store is, but you can't find like any information about it really.
Now, so when you bring it in, do you be like, "Hey, look, I got this stain right here. I'm gonna need you to do this to that"?
No, they're usually good at cleaning it up. Every once in a while you get some. I can test. I can see if it's going to come out or not. Usually before I drop something off, like I'll have a idea if it's going to clean up or not, and that's it. But there was a lot of things. Shirts are like $250 for some shirt. There's some white shirts that I just like. It was like I don't know if it was a good thing buying a white shirt, but hey, I mean, one of the first boxes, I think it was the second box we opened. It was nothing but women cashmere sweaters, and they're all like perfectly packed up in these bags. And then there was a bunch of women's Newer Tags pants that I was just like, okay. I was like, okay, this is how it's gonna be. I'll take women's shit. I'll take whatever you're giving me. Half the cashmere sweaters I didn't even freaking recognize the names, but I'm like, it's cashmere. Fuck it. I don't know what we're gonna get later on. I kind of forgot about them. Later on. I was like, oh yeah, I got a lot. I'm making the drafts, and I'm like, shit, I got a lot of women's cashmere sweat. I had a lot of women's shit. Period. Like half the stuff I brought home was probably women's. But I mean, it's what it was giving me. It's what I was finding. It was hit or miss, and that was it.
I'll tell you what, there was a lot of shoes too in there that I would have picked up, but I was just like, you know what, I had a kind of a budget in my head, but I mean, like, ton of Cole Haan, ton of like Ferragamo, like men's and women's. I swear I saw like 20 to 30 pairs of like women's Ferragamos, going. So, but I was just kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna stick to like kind of one thing and just kind of ride it out. I went out of my comfort zone a little bit, but I think that is gonna pay for everything after all said and done. So
well, see, this is the thing though. I already know exactly what you're talking about. I'm assuming I know what you're talking about, right? And so it might have the actual piece of article of clothing might be out of your comfort zone, but the fact that it's got a story and like all this and that behind it at the same time is right up your alley. You know what I'm saying? So like that's pretty dope. That's also what I kind of try to look at. I kind of like, I picked up a couple of women's pieces, but like in my mind, I'm like, would I see a chick, you know what I'm saying, walking down the street in DC wearing something like this, like all hipstered out? And then I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, she would. So let me buy this. So like I threw it in my box. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was a mother trucker. So yeah, man. So I did get one. I think I got a couple of other women's. I got one pair of women's shoes, and then I got some women, a couple of women's tops and stuff like that. So I mean, Cernoch, let me go grab something real fast.
I got some stuff. I did a lot of shirts, so I was all about just like shirts, vintage shirts. That's what, like, like all this stuff right here, all this like area right here is all like vintage, vintage 80s, vintage 90s. So that's kind of my forte. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for that single stitch. I was looking for that cool graphic. I was looking for that story. So that's what kind of, that's what was drawing me in. Like, whoa, okay, this is cool. I can work with this. So, let's see. A couple of shirts I picked up. I'll just go through these. Some primal wear. This is the 1993 single stitch. Check out that bone. I swear I've had this shirt before. So something like that. Hobart lacrosse. 81. Division 3 champions. Now this is a history piece. So that was cool. This was a 1979 Animal House.
That one is sick.
Yeah, this one's shirt. The only problem is with this shirt, someone defaced it and put peeps instead. Well, I think that still gives it a little character too. You know what I'm saying? So
with that shirt right there, are you going to try and take that out, or are you just going to rock it?
I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, I'm not. This was probably the best find in vintage right here. This is like a women's kind of like a baby doll tee, Eagles, Hotel California. This one's definitely like late 70s right here. So that was cool. I really dug this all over print. I mean, that's this like if you come across this in vintage, this is super hot right now. This is super hot. This all over vintage type stuff.
So what's the tag on the Eagles?
It's been removed. That's the only thing. It's been removed. No. Wait, hold on. No, it's a drummer right here. So, yeah, that's an old ass tag right there. So definitely like late 70s, early 80s, And then I like this one. Tim threw this one in my box. The beat in New York, kind of like a cool tank top. I can definitely see this going. Anvil tag, made in the USA. Just some just some weird stuff from the 90s. Let's see what else. Let me show a few, and then I'll let y'all go.
Don't show all of it right now. Now this one right here is sick.
Yeah, look at that. That's a spell out. Now, this one was sweet right here. This one was really cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it's got some stainage on it, but I might do a tie-dye version of this. I might tie-dye it and see what happens.
I'll tell you what's popping in the hood right now is the bleach stuff.
Oh, dude, I got bleach stuff. I got a lot of bleach stuff coming on deck soon. Now this tag, I'm gonna give you a little. You can't really see it but you gotta like look really close. This is a 3D emblem, Harley Davidson, but it's probably the most boringest 3D emblem I've found ever. It's just got boom right there, Sheldon's Harley Davidson, Mass. You know what I'm saying? Up in Ronnie's area,
Worcester.
But yeah, if you find like the 3D emblem tags and with a crazy graphic, some of those can go for like thousands of dollars. So
yeah, I remember when you pulled out that when we found that one. Like that was something that I learned too before. Like basically, that's Sharon says that's where she lives.
Oh yeah.
But see, for me, like basically getting into clothes, I learned that basically anything, not even just clothes, but anything Harley Davidson sells.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like I always pick it up when I see it. I got a couple of shirts that I got to get to tonight that are made in the USA ones, so they're a little bit older, not like new China stuff. But like when you told me about that tag, I had no idea. And then I looked it up later when I got back home or the next day, and I was like, dang, these jokes.
Yeah, like everyone go educate yourself right now. If you're dealing in clothing, just type it on eBay, type in Harley Davidson, the number 3, D, the letter D, emblem, EMBLEM, and then search for solds and go from highest to lowest and put that in your brain to see, what's showing up, because some of these shirts go for thousands of dollars. So
Yeah, and it's insane. Like, but what is it about that tag? Why?
Malaysia. That's why.
What you mean?
The Malaysian dudes, they will spend
Oh,
money on those.
yeah.
That's super hot for them. You know, dude, Malaysian dudes, 3D emblem T-shirt, 3-stripe trucker hat. Yeah, they're set. You know what I'm
So
saying?
they just like the threes, huh?
Yeah.
What's this? There you go.
Yeah. Right.
So
but that was like the only Harley stuff I think we found, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think I
Yeah.
picked up any Harley. Did you? And you stuck mostly to. You didn't get any T-shirts or anything. You don't do the T-shirt business, Ronnie.
I didn't really find too many. Whatever I did.
Just a couple.
Yeah, whatever I found in that one box just had a bunch. But I know it's not up my. To me, I have no idea. I mean, unless I seen like a concert shirt, I know. But a lot of that stuff, like it's just a generic something vintage shirt. Like you guys would know more about that, or especially Cernoch.
Yeah.
I know that's his field. So I was just like, eh.
I seen you sell a Grateful Dead shirt though before. Tie-dye Joe, right?
I still got a Michael Jackson one up from the Bad tour. It's been there for a little while.
Man.
HBO had to release that damn special the same time I found that shirt.
That talk about killing your vibe, man. That's
so
wild.
Good. It just sits there. I'm not really in no rush to move it. It sells when it sells. If it doesn't sell, it can stay.
Yeah, I'm sure eventually somebody will fork up the beans for that one. So did you get any shoes, Cernoch? Any at all?
I had a bunch, and I kind of, I said, you know what, I don't want to. I put them back because I was kind of like, you know what, I really don't want to spend, money on this. I'd rather spend, money elsewhere. So I kind of put some of the shoes back because I can find shoes all day. I only picked up like 4 or 5 pairs of shoes. So it wasn't really anything to like write home about, Yeah, I can go to my honey hole and pick up shoes for that. They got a deal. It's 3 pairs of shoes for $2.
Man, see, that's a bargain.
So it's like, why am I gonna pay? Even the prices Brian was giving us was great, but it's like, yeah, why am I gonna pay? Where I'm spoiled on shoes. So it's like, nah.
Did you get any shoes, Ronnie?
I got a few pairs, but nothing. I think I got like 3 pairs. Some Allen Edmonds shoes, and none of the boxes I found really had. I mean, women's shoes, which I know about, but they just weren't anything.
They had to give us boxes to put all of the purses and shoes in that we were finding.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what else too. The funny thing is what was the LL Bean shoes example that you gave us, Cernoch?
Oh, like how they rip apart. Yeah, certain boots, certain shoes. If they're old enough, they'll just you can just rip them like straight up. So I did that with a few pairs. Just kind of showing.
Well, a few of the boxes I had, the shoes were already apart when I was in the bag.
Oof,
or in the box. That's why I was thinking, like, how long have these been sitting around?
Yeah.
Like there was a pair of I'm pretty sure it was Timberlands. I don't remember exactly, but like not the tall ones, but like those little hiking boots they had. I know they're old because they had those when I was in high school. I mean, I know they keep making them too, but it was just like, wonder how old these are. Then when I looked at it, it was like literally like open. I was like, okay, that's not going anywhere.
So I picked up 4 pairs of shoes, right? I have there's 1 pair that's in the bottom of my box, so I don't have those out right now. But these are the only things I got listed so far. These pair of shoes. So this is, like I sold a couple of dress shoes and I got a couple of nice dress shoes that's listed right now. But this is like, a little outside of my realm, and I listed them for $150. Just to kind of like, and somebody sent me a message on Grailed, and they were like, would you take 130 shipped? And I was like, absolutely. in America. And it wasn't overseas. But then I sent him the offer and he didn't accept it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just like, what you doing, man? Like, you got me super excited. I was literally like in the store buying boxes of cards for these breaks I'm about to start running. And I was like, oh man, he's about to buy the shoes. Let me put 2 more boxes in my bag. And yeah, he didn't buy them yet. So we'll see. But these are I'm gonna try my best to get this name right. Salvatore?
Yep.
Salvatore Ferragamo.
There you go.
So these are like a pebbled leather. I guess that's the way you would say it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in really good condition, actually. There's like no heel. You call that heel drag, right? If it's messed up down here in the back.
Yeah.
So no heel drag on them at all. I mean, the inside has like this little like Velcro thing. I don't know what that's all about. But I listed
that was probably to hold in like a heel support or something like that.
Yeah. So
I thought try taking that off.
I did, but I was like, I photographed it with it in, like,
yeah,
because what if somebody wants them? Maybe maybe that's their thing.
Velcro.
So, and then I got what else did I get? So then I got these women's jumps. Here you go, nice pair. Tracy says nice pair. I like it when I get a thumbs up from Tracy. So these are thank God that these didn't fit Josie's feet because she wanted them. Let me tell you also, take the freaking Velcro off. Okay, I'll take the Velcro off. But I already took the pictures and listed it. I guess I could edit it out. I didn't know if it was part of the shoe or not. Oh, go ahead, Tommy. I am not good. I ain't that dumb, bro. But thank God. First of all, if Josie was with us, I probably would have spent like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000.
Yes, you would have.
Because there was mad vintage women stuff. But these are Jimmy Choo's. Right here. Here you go. Boom. Can you see that? You can't see that.
Can you say Jimmy Choo shoes?
Jimmy Choo shoes, baby. So yeah, these are some Jimmy Choo's. They're in really good condition. They got a little bit of creasing right there, but gonna stuff them a little bit. Maybe get some of that creasing out. And then one of them has a little scuff right here. But I think I can get some like high-end polished stuff to get that out. But yeah, these are pretty dope. I have no idea. There's no model number or nothing inside of them. But Ronnie said they weren't fake, so I bought them.
I wouldn't listen to them.
And then I got some golf shoes. These FootJoys right here are like they're like a dope look. I mean, they're different. You don't see. I mean, I would rock these. For those of you that don't know, I'm a pretty mean golfer, but I would rock these. And these are in good condition. These will probably sell for like $30-$40 right there.
What size were the Jimmy Choos?
I think they are 37.5.
So 7-ish.
7.5, I think.
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah, there you go. 37.5. So I got those. Those are the 3 pairs of shoes. I got another pair of shoes, but I ain't bring those out yet. I got a whole box of clothes still. So what would you want to show something else? Cernoch, what else you got?
Oh, I got a bunch of stuff, man.
So show me a couple. Ronnie, I'm assuming you ain't got nothing you want to show. You just here along for the fun ramble.
I can go a few things. I don't have a lot here because I did bring, like, as I drafted stuff, I brought it to the warehouse. I mean, the office, just to get it out of the house because I had like 200 things in this room between other stuff I got from other people on eBay. And
how's the warehouse going?
Still a mess. It won't be set up for probably, I don't know. I'm hoping like 3 weeks. The wife comes back next week. Maybe we could bang that out in 2 weeks.
Word.
I mean, it's not really much that has to be done. It's just setting it up to where you want it correctly.
Yeah, this is a really cool little piece. I can't find this logo anywhere. I don't know if it's a college or a high school or whatever, but I picked it up. It's vintage champion, just kind of a cool look, just regular tee, these kind of shirts, Scottsdale, Arizona, You know, that single stitch. You know, no back hit, but you know,
that's got a nice graphic on the front.
Yeah,
there.
just a nice, powerful graphic. You know, that's what a lot of people buy. You know, I picked up this weird shirt right here. I tried to do some I tried doing some research on this. I can't find anything on this, but I thought it was just like a cool graphic, something just interesting. You know, you never know who's gonna.
Is that single stitch?
Yeah, yeah. All this is single stitch. Yeah, yeah. Little Banff, Canada single stitch action. This is definitely like early 80s. The tag's gone. There's a little piece of the tag, but yeah, this is definitely old like early 80s type stuff. Crazy shirts, USA, made in the USA. Nice, cool, like vintage, you know. And then I picked up some of these, like this Bud and Mary's Marina Florida Keys with a cool like graphic on the back. These usually do well for me. You know, just weird stuff like this. You know, I couldn't pass this up. That was on a Screen Stars tag, even though it's like Mount Sinai, Guggenheim, you know, medical care, but it's still got, you know, it's still got a look, you know.
It's got a dope. I mean, the way that the graphic is centered on the shirt off like that, that's dope.
Yeah, then this was on a Screen Stars ringer tee right here.
That's a nice one.
And it's like Engineering of America on that ringer tee, you know. So I got that. Let me see.
So look, Louis said to that shirt, Catholic school, Google image it.
All right, cool. I will. That's this is out of Ohio, WKCO. This is a college radio station. Thought this was really cool. It's one of those like really thin black shirts, but you know, cool, dope graphic. Probably early 90s. This is one of the Princeton items I got. I found some other Princeton stuff. This is from 91. You know, nice single stitch. And then like more of that honey bun Montauk sporting charter boat action. You know, like I do like well with Montauk stuff. So
I like that shirt.
You know, I found a few of those. You know, really cool back hit right there. So those are pretty popular. And then one of these this is kind of, and then you picked up some of the college stuff. This one I thought was kind of cool. This was a Beta Research crop top.
Oh, that's dope.
So
the girl's gonna go crazy for that.
Yeah, and that's on a Morewear made in the USA tag. So
yeah, that's dope right there.
Yeah, that's something, you know, that's definitely, but it's like a little crop top, you know. So, you know, maybe I could sew like, you know, some sorority gal, you know, Beta, you know, maybe they go to a school with the Bears or something like that. So yeah, maybe like Al or Baylor or something like that.
All right. So this is another one. This is like one of my, you know, my experiment shirts. This is made in Romania, actually.
Ooh.
So, you know, like for me, I like the weird. This is the girls' jump right here. But like, I think that's a sick, like little sweatshirt right there.
Damn, I didn't even see that one, bro.
I mean, you know, it's just the front, nothing on the back. But like the bottom half has the design, and it's got the go on the left hand side, and this one sleeve has the lines. Like it's like very is it asymmetrical, I guess you would say?
Yeah, but you know, a color block as well.
For sure. And I mean it's called Generation 1.
That's cool though.
So like I figured this would be like a dope piece for like you know, Depop for sure.
Oh, definitely. I like that piece.
And now this one, I'm gonna show you these two at one time. So these are like crazy vintage champion right here. So I haven't dated these tags yet, but I'm assuming they're 60s. And I don't know if y'all saw they had that Harvard sweatshirt that had the old school champion tag. That thing sold for, what did it end up selling for? Like 5 G's?
Yeah, it was 4.
So yeah, that's a very old school champion tag.
Yeah, yeah. I've got a. We'll do some research on that. I've got a little like a tag like date
Yeah,
thing. We can look at that.
but this one right here is a Beta Gamma crew neck sweatshirt.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I mean, this is in like dope condition, but I mean, just the tag alone, like the only thing wrong with this, I mean, it smells like mothballs. It's got this little spot right here, but like the tag alone on this is crazy.
Yeah.
So that's what, and then to match it, the same little, I think it's an honor society, but got the you call these ringer tees? They're like Dazed and Confused t-shirts.
Yep, yep.
And it says Beta Gamma 1963 Spring Weekend. And it's also on the Super Vintage Champion tag.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it's got 1963 on it. So, definitely 60s. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, like, I don't even know what, like, stuff like this you can't comp pretty much.
No.
So, it's like, what am I going to do to you know what I'm saying? Like, how do I even start the pricing out on that? You know what I'm saying?
Make your own comp, bruh.
I mean, like, I'm gonna thinking like a couple $100.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, this is another women's like project shirt that I got that I thought was a sick graphic.
Oh, that's dope, bro.
But it's got like the, you know, the 3/4 sleeves almost. And like the graphic is just sick.
Yeah, that's awesome looking.
And it's like a green gray. Not jean gray, but green gray. And it's made in the USA. I don't know if anybody recognizes that name. Gerald Everett. But I mean, I haven't comped any of this out. But I mean, just to me, that's like a dope tee that a chick would rock.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Especially like in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Tim, why didn't you show me that jump?
What you mean?
I didn't see that one either, bro.
You didn't see that one? All right. Now, this is a real project, John, right here. Now, this is like in living color. You know what I'm saying? Like Martin, that I mean, maybe married with children. It got shoulder pads in it, but I'm going to take the shoulder pads out. It's just a dope jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, look at the colors on that and the colors and the graphics. That's badass right there. And, you know, this is, oh, what? Nah. I don't know who. I know the liquor name by this, but I don't know the designer. Saint Germain. Anybody ever heard of that name?
That's cool.
And it's made in China, but it's Saint Germain, and that's a dope graphic though.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm just going to take the shoulder pads out. It's easy to take shoulder pads out, right?
Super easy, yeah. Snip, snip. That's it. Yeah.
Get in the bike. Never mind. Keep it clean.
Hillary Banks. That's where I wanted to go with it. Yes, that is spot on a Hillary Banks shirt.
Yeah, absolutely.
100. That's wild. Yes. So that's a couple jumps I got. Then this is an easy one to show because it's right here. This is also a girl. So I guess I did get some girl stuff. Now this tag is super vintage. That's the other thing too. Is like when you see these tags, you're just like, oh, there goes Krillin. Krillin, man. I know Krillin. Krillin, you supposed to come, bro. You kind of need the shoulder pads to complete the look. I feel you. Maybe that's a coin flip. That's a good point. Because somebody might want to rock it with the shoulder pads.
Yeah. Maybe
I'll take the shoulder pads out and I'll send it with the shirt. Like if you want, you can re-put the shoulder pads in.
I mean, if they want it and they don't want the shoulder pads, I mean,
they can take them out, right?
It's easy, yeah.
I have no idea what this is. Anybody?
I don't know. That looks awesome though.
And it's got the tag is Fun Tees.
Oh, cool.
Super. I mean, I haven't looked up any of this stuff yet. And that's the other thing too, is like I mean, I know some people were comping when we were out there, Or Tommy was. That's probably why Tommy was taking so long to go through those boxes.
Shit, I just threw it in the fucking box.
Yo, I mean, there was definitely some boxes there where Cernoch and I looked at each other like I took maybe like 5-6 things out, and then I was like, I'm just gonna put this all back in the box. Like when you got to the boxes that were like bed sheets and stuff like that, like what was I gonna do? Like, I mean, there might have been some dope junks in there.
Yeah, but yeah, we probably skipped over some stuff too, but we were just trying to, find, like me personally, I was just trying to find, some crazy stuff,
And then, because look, there was those snow gloves that Tommy was losing his mind about that I threw back into the box because I could only find one. What was the name of those gloves?
Marmot.
Marmot?
Gloves, yeah.
So I'll never miss a Marmot again.
I gave him one that was in my box. I said, hey, here you go. And he was like looking at it all strange. I was like, what, you don't want a second pair?
Oh man, what else? What you got next, Cernoch?
Let's see. Oh, I did pick up some. Here, I'll do this collection. So,
man, where did you get all these shirts from? That's what I mean. When I saw all those shirts folded up on a chair when you were checking out, I was like, what is all this? Yeah, see, I didn't know about the Marmot. Now I know about the Marmot. I got one of those too, Cernoch.
Yeah, you took it out of my collection. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I got three of these, and then I got some. I did pick up some women's stuff, and I'm gonna lock these all up together. Oh wait, hold on. Here's the fourth shirt. Just real simple single hit. So I might lock these up together right here because they were all the same size. But then I found some like women's, like vintage women's, like at least tennis skirts. So I picked those up because I thought I could lock these up together because they were all the same design, all the same size too. So that's the one thing I look when, if I buy like not vintage and more like not generic stuff, but more like, fashionable, like polos or something like that. I try to like find bunches of them so I can lot them up. It seems like it's easier to sell. Picked up this single stitch guy right here, 1997, Bill Clinton inauguration.
Now that's a sick one. I didn't see that one either.
The athlete's foot on a Russell made in the USA single stitch.
That one's dope. That one's dope. I mean, there was an athlete's foot in my mall when I was growing up.
Yep. A Trinity baseball jersey, Trinity College in New York.
Is that sand knit?
This is actually, it actually doesn't have a real like tag or anything like that. There's no tag on it, except it looks like it was cut out right here. So,
but it's that heavy. It's that same sort of heavy like.
Yeah, it's like a heavy polyester. So, yeah, it's definitely 80s. So. I picked up. I think this is a bootleg Moschino shirt, but I had to pick it up because it was funny. I was like, whatever, I can do something with this. It might be a bootleg, so, but who cares?
How would you? So what's a Moschino?
It's a high end brand. Yeah, they make $1,000 jackets and stuff like that. So
now, how are you going to tell if it's bootleg or not?
I can tell kind of by the sizing and by the tag, by the stitching. So.
Oh, here we go. There goes
Moschino, yeah.
What'd you say? What did I say?
Well, look, Krillin saying Moschino. I've heard 1,000 different pronunciations for that.
I know about Massimo and Moscato. I remember I worked at the French wine bistro, and they would always ask me, because it was, they come in and they'd be like, y'all ain't got no Moscato? And I'd be like, nah, no Moscato. All right, so check these joints out. Now, this is like, for me, I'm not necessarily always looking at the tag. I'm looking at I'm thinking about how I see somebody like a hipster in the street rocking this. Look at these shorts, bro. Are these shorts not bad ass?
Oh, dude, those are killer.
I don't know. What are they doing? They're playing tennis, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then look at the
The old
back.
wooden rackets. Oh, yeah.
Now, they're made in the USA. And this is like, oh, man, these are crazy.
Oh, cool.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, you know, those kids that wear the real short shorts now with the dope vintage tee and the tube socks.
The tube socks.
All right, now this tee right here, this is like one of my bangers, okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now that's probably gonna be $100 tee.
Oh, yeah.
I think. Now it's got, and this is definitely like, you know, bootleg. Somebody was selling this like, you know, a vendor on the street. But I mean, that's Fall of the Berlin Wall. I seen one of these out there already, but this joint right here, this is a banger.
Is it single stitch?
Yeah, single stitch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, single stitch. So for those of you that are watching that don't know, this is the single stitch, if you can see, but it's got the, you know, one stitch, single stitch. But you know, sometimes the newer shirts have single stitch too. Like this joint's single stitch. That's why, you know, the single stitch with the made in the USA, the double combo, that's the good. Give me a pit to pit on the Berlin. When next time I throw Cernoch on, I'll grab my Krillin rolling tape measure. What do they call it? The Taylor tape measure?
Yeah.
All right. I think this is another one of my heats. Okay. This is another one of my heats.
Oh, yeah.
This is Peter Frampton, and the name is from his album Camel. I can't remember. I looked it up. There's none of these shirts out there. Now the thing about this is no tag. It's got somebody's name on the inside. This is like super. I think this is 70s.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
But it's got the, you know, it has the like kind of like those sort of joints right there. But this is a straight. I mean, this is probably like what, $7,500 shirt right here. Am I wrong?
Wait, you said 7,500?
No, 75 to 100.
Yeah. I would say so.
That's a sick one right there too. And then I'll give you one more real fast. This is from the Holland collection. This is just an Amsterdam single stitch shirt, but it's got a sick graphic.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I'll probably throw this one up for like, I don't know, $25. Something like that.
Yeah, so Peter Frampton's Camel album came out in 73. So that's probably circa like mid 70s right there for the Peter Frampton. You know, you might even list that for higher, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is it's always better to press high, because if somebody really wants something, they'll throw you an offer anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like the low, because there's so many, you don't want to throw it in too low. You know what I'm saying?
Glock fan says that Hampton's a beast. Here, if y'all need me to measure anything, I got my measuring.
Oh, you got the Krillin measuring tape.
Yeah.
Because look, I'm gonna tell you, the first like 40 items of clothes I listed when I started doing clothes, like, you know, earlier this year, I was measuring with like a Home Depot tape measure. Like, hey, there you go. I was using one of them Jones. But then I came across one of those nice little them Jones like you got. But Krillin, I'm gonna be hella honest with you, bro. That Berlin shirt ain't gonna fit you, fam. It's not gonna work. What you got for me, Cernoch? What's up next?
All right, let me get a grip. Ugh.
What does this mean? Frampton doesn't have that shirt. What does that mean, Michelle?
It's probably so rare he doesn't even have that shirt. I love picking up stuff like this, you know, just like touristy type stuff, you know, Jamaica Sunsplash, you know, just like, you know, 90s type stuff like this. You know, that was just fun. I like this. This is a women's sweater I picked up. You know, just kind of like crazy, all over print. You know, so really cool. That's on that Mex right there.
That's a dope one right there.
Yeah, I like that one. This is on that Fruit of the Loom, made in the USA, single stitch, old seaman, society. You know, like little funny tee, haha. You know, so that was cool. Picked up that vintage 90s on that white tag right there.
Oh, that's a dope one. They call that, what they call that, the court classics?
Yeah, or sometimes a challenge court right here. Just a simple patch right there. You know, nice little, you know, this is probably like bring like $50-$60 right here. So and got, you know, cool sweater right here. To go with that fit right there, made in Italy.
Well, who makes that?
That's a Elise.
Oh,
right
it
there.
is. So
Yeah.
that's Italian, not German?
Yeah. Well, it's I think it's French, but this is like, you know, it's nice. It's made in Italy. It's got that, you know, it's got that nice that nice wool feel to it. So, and then I picked up some of this stuff right here. You know, like vintage. Here's a vintage champion right there tag. You know, that's vintage 80s right there. But you know, this is I don't know how to say it, but I think it's New Jersey. How do you say it?
I think it's that Syosset.
Syosset. I think this is New Jersey. I looked it up because
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong place.
yeah. So like, I picked up that too.
Dang, I didn't see that one. That one's clean.
Yeah, that was sweet. And then check this out. This is definitely like now I think this is champion too. Look at that. Look at that old champion.
Oh,
right there.
that's fresh.
And this has got to be maybe Notre Dame. I'm gonna list it as Notre Dame.
That looks like a Rudy practice jersey.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna make the story up and sell it. You know.
Have a good night, David.
Few gimmies, you know, a Benetton, you know, made in Italy sweater. I thought that was kind of cool. Little and this was kind of neat. This is Cabela's made in England. You know, 100% wool right there. So I've sold these things. Again, we're not, you know, not crazy home runs, but $30-$35, you know, for these. That, you know, that adds up pretty fast. And then you saw this one, right?
Yeah, that one was dope.
That one's cool. So yeah, on that nonfiction made in Canada. So yeah, I've come across this nonfiction brand before, and they usually have some kind of loud pieces. So I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, so that's that grip.
That one's sick too. All right. I got here we go. Now I'm getting into my tank style tees right here. You know that I think about it, I'm surprised that we found as many t-shirts as we did, because when we were going through it, it felt like it was like one t-shirt every 40 boxes.
We went through 400 boxes.
Andy said there's a dude named Tags and Threads on IG. He's writing a book about Champion.
Yeah. Tags and Threads. Yeah. A lot of people send him his like their logos, and he'll post it. He's a really cool dude.
All right. So this is on the jerseys checkered. They call it a checker tag, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The jerseys checker tag. And this is Stanford, California. That joint's pretty rad right there.
Sweet. Yeah.
And then I got to go with the how you say this? You say it Elsie?
I don't know. Whatever makes me money, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But nice.
Dude, Tim, I might have to send you a shirt and trade you so I can do a 4-pack of these shirts.
I thought this one was fly too.
Oh yeah.
And it's on a Hanes heavyweight, made in the USA, single stitch, but on the back, Marksy.
Huh.
I don't know what that is, but the front was dope. And then this one right here, this is on a tag that's sportswear made in the USA, single stitch.
That's cool though.
And it's got that old style font and everything. And this one too. This is on, man, these tags, you could just tell these shirts are old. Single stitch.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Yeah, that one was cool. Yeah, that one was really cool.
And then this one's got a dope graphic. Cancun Joan.
Ooh, I didn't see that one.
And it's Loritos, 100% cotton, made in Mexico, single stitch. But that graphic, boy,
Yeah, that's sweet.
them
That's
kids
green 90s.
eat that up.
Oh yeah.
And then, oh yeah, here we go. This is the one polo I got.
Yep, Big Pony. Yeah.
It's made in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, those usually do like $35. You know, that's nice though.
Yeah, and
It's got the armpit holes. You know.
yeah, that weirded me out. What is that?
It's ventilation holes.
Ventilation holes? Are you sure they don't put like a rope through that when they riding a horse with a stick?
Nah, that's ventilation holes. Let them armpits breathe, bruh.
Do they really wear polos when they play polo? That's the question.
Yeah,
Look,
they do.
and the funny thing is I remember when Ronnie was talking about how polo was big, right? Like in New York in the 90s. I remember they used to have a polo gang, the Polo Bear gang, where they were just running up in department stores and they would literally like 50 deep run up in the department stores and just grab all the polo and dip.
I got a book on that somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, right here.
Yo, that's crazy.
There was two different groups. I think one of them was like the Shoplifters Association or something, and then there was another one. I don't remember what they exactly what they were called off the top of my head now. But if you ever look, like I know, like Instagram, like if you went on there and looked for like what's his name, producer Just Blaze,
Yeah,
he has a ridiculous collection of just like 90s stuff, and even up until today, you just look at some of the stuff and you're like, holy shit, dude, walking around probably $1 million of polo in his closet.
that's crazy. Yes, Tracy, you saw it. It is a Dick Tracy shirt. Now, I seen somebody selling these shirts on Mercari not too long ago, and I almost bought one. And that's the thing that was so funny that when I found this. But yeah, this is a single stitch Fruit of the Loom USA tag, Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy stuff does good.
Yeah,
this one's dope too.
Oh yeah.
Now a lot of these Jones got the names of Bamas on the inside.
That doesn't really matter, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times. People still buy that.
That's the other thing too, though, is that 99% of this stuff is single stitch. This Joan right here, though.
Oh, I remember you showing me that. Yeah.
Got the Dazed and Confused.
Is that 83? Did you date that? Is that 83?
I haven't dated it yet. But look at that Screen Stars tag.
Oh, yeah.
What's the one? It's a tiger?
It's Penn State. It's like a Nittany Lion on humping a bulldog.
I believe.
I don't know if he's humping him or just putting him in a chokehold. I think he's humping him. There's definitely some humping action going on here.
Yep.
Tracy says, "What position are those animals in?" But this one right here, this is a probably going to be $100 shirt, I think.
Yeah, I think that's from '83 because I had a hat, national champions, Penn State, where it said Georgia and them.
Yeah, on that sort of Screen Stars tag, sports related with the Dazed and Confused. What do you call them? Ringer tees.
Ringer tee, yeah.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it was
And
1983.
You said what?
It was 1983.
83.
Yeah, he's right.
Nailed it.
And then this Hard Rock always does well for me. I know some people say it doesn't sell that good, but I sold a lot of Hard Rock stuff. And then it's got the 1990 on the sleeve. So that one's dope too, single stitch. So I still got more to go, man. What you got, Cernoch? What else you got?
I got a few. I got a few items here. Just we'll breeze through these real quick. Let's see. Some of my other pickups. Oh, I had this sweater too. I couldn't pass up on this polo. Look at that. You know, that chain knit right there. With the V cut right there, you know, that screams preppy all day. It's got a few minor like little bitty stains. I think I can get those out, but 100% wool. I didn't want to pass up on that. And then I'm a sucker for these like I call them like the satin jackets, like the coaches jackets. That's a Sportsmaster made in the USA. Watch Hill Yacht Club. I think this is in Rhode Island. So, you know, just kind of, you know, something cool. I even call these like skate jackets too. I have
100% skateboarders wear those jackets.
Yep. So, you know, that's who's buying these. That's why I pick them up. You know, they you know, if it's got something crazy, you know, something whatever, they'll pick these up to skate in. Picked up this polo right here. This polo jacket. You know, just kind of, you know, whatever, you know. I'll get it cleaned up.
That's an interesting button scheme.
Yeah, it's like the asymmetrical button, you know, on the side. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then I thought this was really neat right here. This is Colmar right here. Colmar made in Italy. And it's got, you know, it's got that leather, those leather hits right there.
Oh, that is sick.
Know, that nylon look, those vintage zippers. So, you know, I've sold a lot of this stuff, you know, a little color blocking on the neck, you know. So it's
Colmar?
Yeah, Colmar. Yeah, Colmar. I don't know if you can get that.
Yeah, that's a sick jacket, bro.
So, and then vintage camo does well for me. So this is you know, definitely that vintage camo. It's a reversible too. The only problem is the zipper is stuck in here. So I've got to be really careful about getting the zipper out.
Can't you get, I think I've seen somewhere where you can use a fork on zippers, right?
Yeah, I haven't messed with it. I haven't messed with it that much. So, but it's got that hunter orange camo inside, you know, and totally reversible and everything. But I do really well with vintage camo. Kind of like on Grailed and Depop. So, especially on Grailed, someone will definitely pick this up. So that was the and here let me grab a few of these other jackets. Now here's the thing. While y'all were going inside,
I saw you.
While y'all were going inside, I said, man, I was going and loading up those boxes. I said, I'm just gonna look at like because I had to rearrange some of the boxes. I'm like, I'm just gonna pull these open and just like look at the top, look at the top, look at the top. And I went through like 8 or 9 boxes. The last box, pulled it open. I'm like, bam! It had 2 Carhartt jackets on top, and then these bomber jackets right here. So these are really cool.
Yo, everybody in my hood had that black bomber jacket in the late 90s.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it's got the military. So it's, you know, it's straight up military. So both of them have that inside the pocket right there. Jacket, Flyers Man Intermediate MA1 jacket. So
wait, so those were given out by the military?
Yeah, these are military. Yeah.
So the military issued them, or you can get them to. Let me ask you this: do y'all have stores in where y'all live, like Sunny Surplus?
Yeah, these are straight out of surplus right here, bro. Yeah, that's surplus store type stuff. So,
like they call it the annex. So it's funny you say that too, because I got picked up a couple military drones. Now this drone, I know the people wearing this right now in the hood. This drone. This is the military, like it's got the I don't even know what kind of jacket. It's like a pullover jacket though. But I thought it had like that tag like that. Yeah, like this joint right here. It's got like a tag like that. The like military joint. But this is a nice pullover hoodie like jacket. And it's got the pouch joint down here. It looks like it's I don't know what's going on down here. But yeah, this is very hipster like right now. And then I thought I had one more. Oh yeah, this joint. I got one of these. These things are heavy duty too. This probably weighs like I ain't even checked the pockets on these joints, man. Damn, I can't find the top. Yeah, like look at the tag on this thing. It's a massive tag, bro.
yeah. What's that tag underneath it say? Because that might be the.
It says Alpha Industries.
Yeah, that's who makes it. Yeah, Alpha Industries. Yeah, the Alpha Industries does pretty good. Yeah.
And it's made in the USA. And I don't gotta measure it because it got the measurements in here.
Dang.
But yeah, and it's got the rollout hood with the zipper on the back. I mean, this thing is like 10 pounds, bro. There might be Kevlar in this joint. What else? All right, we got another jacket right here. So this I knew because I know that the chicks used to rock this back in the day. Now this is like the women's jean jacket, Joe.
Oh yeah.
Well, look at the tag on that. Bongo.
There we go. Yeah.
And it's made in the USA. This is probably late 80s, early 90s.
Definitely. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
But I think these are comping out at probably like $30.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's not bad. What else I got in here? I don't remember getting all this stuff.
Dang, you got more shirts than I do, bro.
No way. Now this is like more of like a collector's item, I think.
Yes. Yes.
So this is military, I'm assuming.
I looked that up for you. That's World War II. Yeah, World War II.
And I guess it's like a long john suit.
Yeah, it was like an underneath shirt. Yep.
I mean, look at that tag. It's crazy. But yeah, this is pretty rad. So I think I don't know if Jamie's still in here. You know, Jamie over in England, he loved all his war stuff. This is pretty rad though. I mean, somebody might wear that though as a shirt. Kanye West crazy ass. This joint right here too is dope.
Oh, dude. Okay. Oh, I might have to trade you for that one. I found a hat. I found a couple hats. It was a US Open 94 hat.
And he said, "Put it on." Which one? The military joint? That's let me see what this looks like. Cause so Jack Morgan hit me up on Depop. Nah, this ain't gonna fit me, bro. This has gotta be one of them narrow. Oh, it might. Jack Morgan hit me up and was like, "Yo, you need to start modeling your stuff on Depop." Look at that. I mean, you have to be a certain type of outfit to make this joint work, right? Like maybe some cargo shorts and you was in a music video like this. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Oh my gosh.
Strip show.
And then we got this is not a dope graphic right here.
Oh yeah.
And all of these shirts are single stitch.
I didn't see that one either, bro.
You didn't see this?
Dang.
It looks turquoise in the screen, but it's actually more of like a sea green.
Nice.
And this is a women's. Well, I guess your man could rock this joint too. Real men wear pink.
No.
You say nah to this, Ronnie, man?
No.
You never know, man. Camera on in this show.
You're getting stuck if you wear something like that.
And then this is another one of those Elsie's.
I'm gonna need that one too, bruh.
This one's got dope colorway though.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah.
And what else I got? I do got a lot of t-shirts, huh?
Hey, you got more. All right, in the chat, who thinks Tim got more t-shirts than I did?
That's a sick graphic. That looks like my beard before I cut it. I have no idea what that is. Coming attractions made in the USA, single stitch. Does anybody in the chat know what that logo is?
I don't know. It's dope though.
It is sick, right? And then I got this
review in the future.
This Holland Joan too.
Yeah, that's sweet. That'll do well.
All right, now this is like for the Janelle Monáe's. Right? Like you can see the girls rocking these. They love these Jones right now. These are popping. A girl could definitely rock this Joan right now. That's a sick shirt. Now, it's made by KT Sports. Brought to you by. Now, this is a little bit of a basic Joan, but single stitch, made in the USA, and it's got the sea lions and the seals.
That's still cool, though. I like that.
Yeah. And then this Joan right here. This is on a 3rd Street tag. Made in the USA. One of those Dazed and Confused Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, just simple. You know what I'm saying?
And then, I showed you that Joan. Here we go. Just for the preppy kids.
Oh, yeah.
Syracuse lacrosse. And that's made in USA. Single stitch. Damn. Oh, these are all. Oh, man. All right. No, I got all types of stuff mixed up in here. Shit, Mo. I think I got that from another place. This Joan too, man. That Joan too. Okay, so now I'm not losing my mind. All right. I'm down to the end of my box, bro. You got some more stuff to show?
I got my big pieces to show.
All right, show me your big pause. I ain't mean to say show me your big pieces. So this is the Carhartt that you sniped while we was inside looking at Ronnie pay for his stuff.
Yep. These are the Carhartt pieces right here. So there was 2 other ones, but they were trashed. And I wanted to pick them up, but I was like, that's a lot of work. So, but yeah, these 2 pieces, you know, these will definitely these usually go for like $85 a piece right now. So I got that, and then all right. So these are my 2 like pieces that I'll probably pay for everything. So, oh wait, here I'll give a little.
What's going on, Nick?
So I came across like this shirt, and I was like, "Oh, cool!" It had like Reunion Outfitters, like that tiger's kind of cool. So I'll pick that up. And then I found this tie. I was like, "Okay, that's kind of cool," you know. Well, I got the tie after I found this stuff. So this first, I found this belt too. So this belt, it said 1957, had the tiger. And then I found the matching jacket too. Here, let me pull this.
So have you decided if you're gonna sell this individually or as a lot yet?
So this is what I'm gonna do. So this is the first piece right here. See the tiger, 1957 all over print, you know, all over. Okay, so I came across that. I said, I found the belt, found the tie, and I was kind of like, this has got to be something, probably Princeton, probably something like that. So I picked it up, and then this jacket right here. Now this jacket right here,
that one right there is super fly.
Yeah. So, I kind of get, look at the back hit, look at the tigers right here,
That one vintage or?
Okay, so I did some research. Okay, I did some research on these, and these are alumni jackets. So if you graduated Princeton University in 1957, this was the jacket everyone wore at the 25th anniversary, like their 25th
reunion.
Yeah, their 25th reunion. Okay.
So that puts it at what, 1983?
87.
87?
So this is 87. And then this is the 50th anniversary one, 2007. Okay. So these jackets were only given to alumni, period. You couldn't get them anywhere else. These jackets go for anywhere from, $250 to $500 a piece. And so this one will probably go, this one probably will fetch maybe $300 to $350. But this one's very, very rare. This one may go for $500 to $600. So
does it have makers in like the suit maker inside of the jacket?
I haven't even looked. No, but if you go on, these jackets are in the Princeton museum. They have all the reunion jackets in the museums. So, it's definitely a very rare, very rare piece, because, how many Princeton graduates were in 1957? How many got those? I haven't done that much research on it, but yeah, they do. I don't know. Michelle's is there? I haven't really looked. I really haven't taken them out of the plastic, really.
Yeah, what if that what you should do is you should look at everybody who graduated from that class.
Well, it has their name on it right here on the dry cleaning thing. The dry cleaning's from the date on the dry cleaning, I swear, was 2010. So there's nothing inside.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah, reunion outfitters on this one. So I'll probably do with this one, just to kind of up the value, I'll probably put the tie and I'll probably put the shirt with it. So shirt, tie, and then this all with it. And the belt, the matching belt as well. So yeah, Reunion Outfitters made that. So that again, that's 2007. So and these are usually worn once.
Man, I'd rock that joint at least once a week.
Yeah, there's no brand on that one. So I think I can get probably $500 for this. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. Because again, it's just the rarity of it, All
right. This joint right here, this is one of my favorite pieces that I picked up. This joint right here is super fly. Now this joint I gotta put on. Bruh. This joint right here though. Look, it looks like a boxing robe on me. But this is a legit, this is the rubber raincoat, Fila, vintage.
Yeah, that's sweet though.
So the ones you get cancer from, ain't it?
What? But this is the vintage Fila. This is when it was made in Italy.
Oh wow, that one's made in Italy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's got to be late 70s.
So this piece right here, I don't know how much I'm gonna list it for, but this is probably, I'm assuming this is gonna get a lot of love. just because of the color scheme, and the fact that it's vintage fila. It's a dope piece. Now I don't know if I'm gonna clean it or not. I mean, I'd imagine that rubber is easy to clean, right?
Yeah. Take a power washer.
Power washer, there you go. Now, I think we were in agreement that this might be bootleg, but I don't know, Cernoch.
That Sergio Tashini, yeah, I think that's a boot.
You think so?
Yeah, that's a boot. I'm pretty sure. With the stitching and everything, where was it made?
China, Korea.
Yeah, I think that's a boot. Yeah,
boot. Because this is why I remember when we first got it. This is why you thought it was a boot, because of how the
letters were stitched.
Are connected.
Yeah, it's a fire boot though. I mean, it's fire.
Oh, like this is my size too, dog.
Oh, why don't you
it's a little small. But I mean, dude, that is a fly jacket, bro.
Oh, dude, I'd keep that as a personal piece then, bro.
I don't know, man. It doesn't pass the young test. So like when we're growing up, like if you have a shirt, right? So we say young, like that means small. So like if you go like this and your shirt goes up above here, it's too small. It doesn't pass the young test.
Oh, well, just leave it unzipped, bro.
I guess, yeah.
There you go.
But man, this thing is fly to death, boy.
Yeah.
Look at that breakdance for us. I mean, this is so awesome. So I mean, if I don't keep that, I don't know. I probably wouldn't list it on eBay because I don't want to. It's bootleg, so I'd have to list it on one of the other sites.
Yeah, you probably could do that with Grailed.
But then I got the matching suit right here. This one got the pants too.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh.
And this is made in Hong Kong. It's pale.
Yep. Yeah.
But like this is it's another dope colorway with the sleeves like that. Super vintage.
Yeah, that color blocking's awesome looking.
Oh, and then I got this. Did I get this here? No,
yeah, you got that there. Yeah.
Because all the kids love their fanny packs right now. The soda shop though. I'm gonna take this back part off. Because that doesn't make it look cool anymore. But like this got that like original 90s Gatorade color scheme, green and orange, Miami Hurricanes. And then to go with that, got a polo belt. Now, I don't think that's anything special. It's got a sticker on it still for $35, but it's a cool belt.
That's what you can probably sell them for, like 30. I've sold a few of those for like $25-30. So,
yeah, I just sold something on Grailed. And then I got this joint right here. The Syracuse zip up hoodie. And this is on a champion tag made in Mexico. So fairly old school. Okay. And then, what else is in here? I missed this. What is this? Is it a bucket hat? Made in USA? Oh, yeah. And then, the Birkenstocks, which I know because my Dukes rocks Birkenstocks. But apparently, according to the YouTubers and the reselling guys, these things sell really well. Did you ever figure out what these were, Cernoch?
I think they're the Arizona model.
Both of them?
I think so.
And I got another pair of Birkenstocks. So wait, did the toes come pre-Birkenstock or are these worn?
They're worn, yeah.
All right, and then
but they sell though. They'll sell. Those are like $50 a pop, bro.
And I got these Polo Countries.
Oh yeah, those are dope.
This is the other pair down. This one's got a little bit of heel drag, but not too bad.
Yeah.
Polo Country. These are made in the USA too.
Yeah, yeah. Anti-Someta Zonas. Yeah, those are the Zonas are the Birkenstocks.
All right. And for my grand finale, Grateful Dead shirt. And
Look at that Hanes. Oh man.
so this dates to like what I say, Cernoch, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah. Yep.
So this was the Live Dead is the first Grateful Dead live album ever, that their first official live album released. And so this right here is the symbol from the insert of the LP. And then this is too, but I think it's a different color scheme. So I mean I tried to find this exact shirt and I haven't been able to. But this is a pretty rad shirt. And I mean, it's discoloration, you know, the pits and stuff like that. You can see the shadow stain. But Cernoch said he suggests I don't wash it.
I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't.
Every Grateful Dead shirt I've ever found has been all dirtied, old, ratted, stained, and they still sell for good money. They have like a huge just following of fans. And like, especially if you could find one like with a specific city that they sold from, it's like it's crazy. Like a bunch of the ones I found were all from San Francisco. You know, like, and they had the tour dates like whatever, September 16 to 18. You know, people. The person that bought the one for me was like, I went to that concert and I wanted to have a shirt from there. Thank you. They paid like $200. I was like,
hey. And then I mean when I was comping it, you know which one I see a lot of? I see a lot of the Lithuania basketball ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the popular one.
Like, what is that from?
From the Olympics. One of the years of the Olympics, 92.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that tag's definitely from the 70s. That Hanes, yeah, that's definitely 70s because they released Live Dead in 69, so it might be mid 70s. You know what I'm saying? Because that Peter, didn't we find that one and that Frampton T-shirt kind of at the same time?
I think so.
I think those might have came from the same person. So or like maybe I think they came from the same person. That's why it's probably the Frampton and the Grateful Dead one is probably mid 70s.
Because, well, see, the thing was is I looked at a Hanes tags because what I did was I listed it on auction just because I wanted to get an idea of what the market was going to look like for the shirt. And somebody messaged me immediately, not immediately, but after about an hour or so of me listing it, and said that shirt's from the early 80s. So I went, because I had it listed as a 70s shirt. So I went back and I looked at the tag chart for Hanes, and the 70s tag and the 80s tag look very similar.
Yeah.
So that's why I figured it was probably like transitional, like in between that 70s to 80s transition.
Yeah. But yeah, late 70s, early 80s. Yeah.
So what do you think your best piece that you picked up was, Ronnie?
I'll show, just because I have a jacket here of that brand I was talking to you about. And I think these will do fairly well. But I think I got 2 jackets, men's like sport coats, and an overcoat. And the tag is in the inside pocket. Let me see here. So this is going to be difficult as fuck. So It's gonna be, the brand is like, I don't even know how to spell that. Chile Barrow Morgan and Morgan. It's made in England, Savile Row, Savile Row, and they make like custom made suits and stuff. I didn't know really much about it at the time. I just picked it up, and I couldn't find any comps on it on, like I said, on eBay. And I tried to look. You can't tell anything, but it's just well made. It has like the cuffs that come, surgeon cuffs or working cuffs, whatever you want to call them. They unbutton. So these could do well. I don't know exactly. Price them high and then just see kind of like what kind of response I get. But I have the overcoat. The overcoat could really do well. You know, but it just depends where the buyers, who's looking for it.
Yeah.
But I have an overcoat and 2 sport coats. And then these scarves I did really well with. One's a fake one, a fake Hermes scarf. So I'm going to do a video about how to look these up, how to tell the difference between a fake one and a real one.
Yeah, because I remember you were explaining about the rolled edges.
Yeah, it's rolled edges, but you can also date these and by the artists on them. So there's actually a website. So like this one here is a geometrical design, but the guy's name, I've seen it somewhere, is right here, the artist. AM, whatever his name is. And also like it's always going to have that hyphen above the E on any Hermes stuff. And it's always going to be made in France. You're always going to find these tags now can come off on them too. But you also want to see the rolled edge on these. Like this one here, you can tell this edge is machined. You can tell, and it's also cheaper made. It doesn't feel the same when you have them in hand. But this one's from like 1966.
Wow.
This one's really cool. This one I couldn't find really any comps on it. But actually I don't know. One of you guys had this one, I think.
Man, that is sick. Like for me, like I mean, would somebody wear that or are they gonna frame it?
I don't know if they're gonna frame it. Maybe they go on an African safari and but this one's kind of recent. This one's like more recent than the other one, like 97. Because some of these are more expensive than others. And then there was this one here, which is this one for being kind of newer. I mean, kind of old, but has like a horse and buggy design on it. This one's kind of newer, but there's a lot of these ones on, similar ones. Not any with the red, but there's very similar ones on eBay at the moment. But I couldn't find any of the other two in those colors.
Yeah.
So, which is always good. Like that one's from 66. It's in really good condition. It's just, you price it up there. And
I mean, the graphic on that is super dope.
Someone that collects this stuff, or people collect this stuff.
What would something like that go for?
I've seen some sell in that like 250 to 300 range, but they're all in Europe. So yeah. I'm going to start at like 5, put best off. I'm not even put best offer, just wait and see. If somebody really wants it, they'll like, hey, can you take this or that? And we'll see where it goes from there. I may only sell it for 200, 250, but
I thought I had pulled another Hermes piece too. You didn't see that one floating around anywhere? It was like more like a yellow looking one.
Yeah, I got those. Maybe Tommy has got that one. I know Tommy found some Hermes
jacket
coats. Yeah, 2 of those. But they don't. I looked them up when I came home just out of curiosity, and they don't sell for as much as I thought they would. Like they just, they were selling 100 to 250 range. Like I was kind of surprised. But they are more dated and older too. So, one was wool, one was cashmere. The cashmere probably do a little bit better. But as you get older suit jackets and stuff like that, even a great name, you're not going to get the craziest amount of money for it.
Yeah.
Something's like within the last 10 years or so. I mean, like lately I've been watching The Sopranos, and before that I was watching something on O.J. Simpson, and you see the ties and you see the suits they wear. Just for me, I look at that double-breasted suits wearing style, those funky, just all different color wide ties. You know, they had like a 4-inch, four over, and nobody really wears that anymore. And the thing is, we're kind of getting out of that now too. Like that style would work. Places become more casual, and more people now with this whole pandemic thing staying home. Like what I sell, it's getting a little, might get a little flippy, you know. Actually, I found this one too. This was one that was there. It was a Ralph Lauren one of like a tennis thing, and Ralph Lauren scarves can do really well too. But it's like a vintage tennis motif.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
You know, some of these can be like $50 to $100. I didn't know that at the time. I was thinking like, I was just throwing anything that looked somewhat interesting into a box. Like, I mean, I got an office to pay for now. I can't really be out in any thrift stores. And then ties. I did find a bunch of ties, but I do have them all mixed in with a bunch of other ties I got from other people. So I'm not really sure exactly which ones I picked up there.
Yeah, I remember I was like, you know, I was going through the ties. I'm like, Ronnie, here you go.
Well,
there was one group of ties, like the whole half the box was ties. I'm like, I took my time for a little while going through them, and I'm like, ain't shit here. And then another one, I found like a bunch of them. And then that lot you gave me, I found a few too. I was like, okay, I'm doing all right. You could kind of tell by the patterns, though, if it's kind of newer or older ties. Just looking at the patterns, like which ones to look at, which ones I don't even look at. Just because I know it's an older style, they'll most likely sit or sell for less money, and it's just not worth my time sometimes listing things.
Yeah.
Like some older stuff, menswear will sell well, but then some of it doesn't. You have to be really picky, and it just comes with, like, no different with the vintage clothing. Like, you know, vintage T-shirt, it could have a plain Jane design on it, but you know, oh shit, that'll sell. You know, as me, I may look like that one with the bicycle on it. I would probably look at that and be like, eh.
Yeah.
Because I would think, what is this? $14.99? $12.99?
there was wasn't there a Gucci tie?
There was a Gucci tie somewhere.
I don't think I had one. I did have a Hermes tie, and I know Tommy had one too. Because I was showing Tommy how to look up and Brian how to look up the patterns on those. Because
I think I did the Gucci tie back in the wild. I was like, get out of here.
Yeah, here's a Hermes tie here, and if you look on the tailored tie here, whoops, this way here, they have the like numbers right there, 7719. That's the pattern. And another way, yeah, so that's the pattern right there. So you can look it up and see what the pattern is. Because just like the scarves, some sell really well and then some don't sell well. This is like flower motif. I didn't even know what that was at first. I was like looking at it, and I was looking through a magnifying glass, and I was like, what the hell is that supposed to be? Then you look it up, everybody has floral. So I'm like, oh, I guess it's a floral print.
I was gonna say they just like look like dandelions. Dandelions are the ones that you blow and they go everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like
I've
dandelions.
only seen them in Pennsylvania for the long. I haven't seen them forever. The little light bugs.
Oh, lightning bugs.
I know. I haven't seen those in years. We don't have those over here.
For real?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I haven't seen those. I thought they it became extinct.
too many kids with baseball bats and jars.
Yeah, right.
I remember these as kids.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the thing though. Now it's just like I got a pile of clothes, man, and just I need to figure out a better way to take pictures of clothes, man. I need like, you know, like I see these people, they have the little flat lay boxes like Cernoch got and everything like that. Man, I just been throwing them Jones on my mom's floor, on the hardwood floor, and taking a picture like that. But getting the ups and downs of that, man, it just my back and my knees. You know, I played athletics as a kid, so you know what I'm saying. My body ain't what it used to be. And then my mom's redoing the kitchen at her house, so it's like the kitchen is in the living room. So I lost my floor where I take pictures at. I'm just like, man, I gotta figure something out.
No, do this. Get a piece of plywood.
Yeah.
Just go outside.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Do it outside in the sun. You got your natural light.
Natural light.
Natural light plus Bazart, you'll be fine.
I only bazar. I never bazar with the hardwood floor. I just keep that hardwood floor.
Throw it on the grass. I've seen people take pictures of stuff on the grass.
Oh, they do it all day.
Oh yeah.
But
they try to sell soup and they start at $9.99. I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna go for that much. Thank you.
But see, you know, the thing is about the Depop thing. So Jack Morgan, you know, Jack Morgan TV, he be on Tommy and them show all the time, right? So I follow him on Depop, and like he's been putting in serious work on his Depop. Like, I mean, he has thousands of listings, and like he's like playing like character roles as he's taking the pictures, like trying stuff on. And he's selling a lot on Depop right now. And I've always meant to ask Drew from Look Mom, I'm Hustling, about how they do Depop in Australia, because like Depop is by far my slowest platform right now. But I just made 2 sales on Depop recently, which is kind of interesting. But like it's just I'm about to start trying on the clothes, I think.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want you to like wear the clothes. They want you to model the clothes. You know, that's what I've heard from everyone on Depop. They want crazy, you know, cool backgrounds, model the clothes. You know, I've been thinking of that, like just hiring some person and just being like, all right, boom, let's go. Let's throw on a shirt, picture, measurement, done. You know, yeah, like Kent said, like a lookbook style. You know, like a
just find yourself like an Instagram model in your area.
Yep.
Oh, there's a slew of those in DC.
Right.
For the day, honey, put on some clothes. Feel like those guys there, the boobs are out in the pictures.
Because the thing is like I guess I could, you know, a lot of this it's okay if it's a little bit big, but you know, like I can't wear like something that's like tight and then like my nipples and like everything's just like it don't fit right, then it don't look good.
No, I'm fat. I can't wear anything.
Yeah, I have a dad bod, so like
when I grew up in the 80s and 90s, like nah, you didn't wear tight clothes. Like everything was baggy.
That's the craziest thing in the world to me. Like to see like, you know, where like how we dressed like in the 90s growing up, and like now it's like literally like polar opposite. It's insane. Like especially with the jeans. Like, you know, the jeans before, like you would have a nice bag, a nice, you know what I'm saying? And like sometimes we would put rubber bands on our ankles around the jeans, or you know, we would slit the sides of the jeans too. But like now they look like they're wearing tights.
Yeah.
I couldn't mess with those jeans nowadays.
There's no way I could. Like, I mean, let me tell you, that's the thing too. Is like you gotta be careful, because I buy jeans maybe like when Josie's like, Tim, you need to change your jeans. So then like we'll go to the store and I'll buy a pair of jeans. You know, like I'm one of those dudes where it's like I'm not spending more than $20 on a pair of jeans. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep it real. There's no way. I mean, I have friends who spend like $600 on a belt, and I'm like, bro, I'm not even spending more than $20 on my jeans. I'll take a pair of Wranglers and freak them Jones and make them look fly to death. You know what I'm saying? You just got to have the right walk with them. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't about ready to spend all that money on jeans. But like you have to try jeans on now these days, because they got slim fit. They got straight fit slim edges. And I'm just like, man, what happened to just some 32 by 32 silver tabs, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I'm like, I put on one pair of jeans, it's the same exact size as the other pair of jeans, and they fit completely different. I'm just like, nah, not going to happen. I'll tell you, I got a pair of Adam Levine jeans once, and they did me justice for a long time, man. That's because Andy, you out in Cali, man. You on that Cali tip with them stretchy Jones.
I think the last time I wore jeans was when I moved to the Dominican Republic. I got off the plane. It was so damn hot. It was in November. It was in November 17th, 2009. I was wearing Timberlands and the freaking jeans, and I had a sweatshirt on because it was snowing in upstate New York. I went from Albany to LaGuardia, then took a taxi from LaGuardia. Taxi from LaGuardia to JFK, and then JFK to San Domingo. So I was beat tired by the time I got there. And then as soon as you get off the plane, that heat hits you. You're like, it was snowing in like minus 20, and then all of a sudden you get there, it's like 80 degrees. You're like,
this is what Tim's talking about. This is them straight cut. That remember these old Tommy Hilfiger Jones?
Look at those.
Right?
Are those listed?
No.
Are those 32s?
No.
What are those, 2830s?
Yeah, these are a little smallers. Yeah. But usually these do pretty well. You know what I'm saying? These do pretty well for me. Especially with that back pocket hit, So, yeah, I need to get all this stuff listed soon.
Bro, so look, I was supposed to go to the Route 127 yard sale, but I changed my mind, man.
You gonna list instead?
I'm gonna list instead.
Sounds great, bro. Yeah, sounds great.
And you heard they canceled the Virginia version too, right?
Yeah, I was gonna hit you up about that and just let you know. Yeah.
Cause I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to rent a car. Cause look, the three of us, we the no AC crew. None of us got AC in our whip right now.
No, zero.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm gonna have to rent a car. I'm gonna have to rent a hotel in 2 different states and 2 different nights. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put all that into my expenses, and I'm just like, man, like I'm about ready to pop off this whole new over the years sports, you know what I'm saying, division of my company. And it's like I invested a lot of money in these sports cards to do these breaks on. So I'm going to start doing those next week. And that should be interesting. I mean, the good thing is about doing that is that you get your return on the money is immediate.
Mm-hmm.
Because like for football, there's 32 teams. So I got the boxes, right, of the packs. And so basically you make an auction on eBay for, okay, each team has their own auction. And then the people bid on that team. And whoever wins that auction, they get all the cards from that team that you pull when you open the box. So if you do the math, 32 teams, right? Say the minimum payment for each team is $5. You're looking at $160, and it costs you $40 to $80 for the box. You know what I'm saying? And that's the lowest end, because on some of the teams like the Bengals and the Dolphins and the Chargers, people are going to spend more money for because they want those rookie quarterbacks. So sometimes those will go up to like $30, $40. So it's like, you can make good money doing it. And I'm just like, man, I'm just going to try it, see what happens. And then I got to sell that Mike Tyson bell too, man. That's a nice Tommy.
That's old school.
do you have that yet? Or
No, I haven't got it yet. The only things I got today was some of the cards that I had hit in the pool. I pulled a Drew Lock rookie autograph patch card numbered to like 129. It's a Panini playbook, so it's like a card that opens up like this.
okay.
And on one side it's the autograph, and it's on card autograph. It's not like the sticker ones. And then on the other side, it's got a big patch from the jersey. And it's his rookie card too, so that's a good one. People who were in that break had hit me up immediately and was like, "Yo, you want to sell that card?" I'll tell you what's crazy. So one of the breaks I'm in, right? He was opening a box of Revolution, Panini Revolution, right? He pulled an on-card autograph Kobe Bryant, numbered 24 to 25. So when it's numbered as the same number as their jersey, it's worth more money too. So he pulled that. Somebody got it. And the way he does his breaks too is he locks the best team so nobody can take them. And then for every team that you buy, you get an extra team. And so he randomizes those locked teams in there. So somebody won that spot on like a fucking randomizer. And so he hit the card, and the dude sold it to the guy who pulled the card out, sold it to him for $950. And the dude's like, man, this card could be like a $15,000 card down the road.
Mhm.
Kobe on autograph on card, jersey numbered out of 25. That's a crazy pull. Crazy pull. Australia in the building. So yeah, I'm gonna be listing a lot of clothes, man. A lot of clothes.
Hey, if you want to come shopping down here, let me know.
Dude, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm really
I just put up my new rack. Look.
I saw that. I told Cernoch, man, as soon as this stuff is done, the COVID, whatever, we're gonna try and do a pop-up.
Oh,
I'm gonna just get a couple people who are vintage dealers around here. There you go. Man.
When the hell is this shit gonna be over with?
Look at that. Look at this.
I don't know, bro.
I'm frustrated with it.
It's killing. It's just that's a sick Redskins one. It's driving me crazy, man.
Look at I showed you this one. I just pulled.
Yeah, that's
Apex.
Apex. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'm telling you, you need to watch that OBX Pickers video, bro. I mean, he called me and he started showing me. Yeah, that's a starter one, right?
Yep.
Fresh. Dog, he started showing me the video, like not even the video. He showed me from his house, like the items, and I was just like, bruh, like you've got to be kidding me. Like he got so much stuff and he paid next to nothing.
Well, hey, it's almost 8 o'clock, ready for OBX. So
yeah,
why don't we go all raid his? Is it a premiere or is it a live?
No, it's their live.
All right, let's go. Everyone head over there.
Let me go drop the link really quick.
Yeah, drop the link. We'll get we got 46 people in the chat right now. So let's all go support OBX and his live. See what he's got cooking, for us.
Are you still messing with graded cards? Andy wants to know.
I have I sent in a second order. So the first order I sent in was about a month ago. Really hasn't done anything. It was 250 cards. The last order I sent was like 205 or 210. So,
have you gotten the first ones back yet?
They're not going to be back. I think for like 3 months at least. The times are all jacked up at the moment. So I'm hoping they'll be back by Christmas, both of them. And I'll send this one in. And this one I just sent in has like 40 Jalen Jackson Jr. rookie cards, all prisms. I'm hoping 75% of them gem, I'm hoping. Because that's like the gem rate. Hope they come out 10s. 9s or 10s, I'll be happy. Because I was real cheap.
If you get them back and they're lower than a 9, you crack them open and sell them raw, right?
Oh, fuck that. I'll just sell the card.
Yeah.
Move on from it. Why am I going to waste my time cracking it out to make $10 extra, really?
Yeah.
I'm just going to – I'll hold some back and keep some, but like I sent some Brady rookies that I got a hold of. Like I find myself now going from what was like the $20 to $40 cards now to the $100 to $150 cards raw, and then they grade out. Like I picked up a bunch of Tom Brady Flair Ultra rookies that look good. Like I was on a kick for those because I like that card.
So I was looking at the 2020 elites, and they have the players in the new uniform. So they have the Tom Brady in a Bucs uniform. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I think his cards are going to go down. Like I was kind of thinking, like if they don't play football, his cards are going to stay the same no matter what. He's already accomplished what he's done, And some of those other guys like Russell Wilson, Mahomes, kid for Baltimore,
Lamar Jackson.
Like a lot of those guys, they've already made their mark, and their cards are going to stay high. The rookies are kind of hard because they don't play for a season. Because we're seeing what happened with football, right? I mean, as to baseball, and then football travels around with bigger teams. They're playing in close contact with each other. It could become a lot worse.
Now, but what was I going to say? Andy, what cards dropped today? That's what I want to know. Answer me.
I think the cards come back. I think I will have somewhere between $65,000 and $70,000 when they're all set and graded.
Damn.
Probably 3 times my money. I think after paying raw and grading fees, but then after selling them, I'll probably double my money.
Double's always good.
But I started messing with the higher dollar cards because you can submit them for a quicker turnaround because you're paying extra $50 a card to submit it for like 10-day service. I think it is. I may have the numbers all mixed up for 20-day service, but it's a higher dollar card, so you can justify it. You can't justify it with a $20 card that you're going to turn around, get graded, and sell it for $100. If it gems out at 10, or you kind of have to price that in a little bit. So,
yeah, those are the ones right now.
I don't like those freaking mosaic. They get too many dimples and scratches on those damn things.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to end this. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Shout out to my boys, Cernoch and Ronnie.
Yeah.
As always. And we will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Later.
See you guys.